Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. This is CAROLYN, and I want to welcome each and every one of you. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you'll get email notifications of new videos when they're uploaded. If you are returning, welcome back. Please consider giving me a thumbs up, and also feel free to make any comments you'd like and share, as well as share this with someone who may be in need of inspiration. And I want to thank you for this year of 2021. I want to thank you for being with me and being on here and contributing your energy, your time, and for those who've commented, thank you so much. For those of you who have gone another step further and enlisted my services, I am so truly grateful for each and every one of you. And I just wanted to take this time right now to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you. I want you to understand that while I have a lot of gifts, I am still human too. And there have been times this year where getting on doing a reading was difficult. I'm just going to be honest with you, because of my own life circumstances and things going on. People sometimes forget that even the most strongest of us, even warriors, need downtime. So I'm taping this early so that you will have it for the last week of December. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for showing up, for being who you are, for growing, and I hope you are healthy. I hope you're safe. I hope your family is too. And I want you to remember that the angels want you to remember as well, you are loved. You are enough just as you are. You are enough if you choose to grow. You are enough if you choose to stay where you are right now. Don't let anyone tell you differently. And when those people start doing that, make a choice. Do you still want to continue hearing that, or do you want to walk away? And you can walk away in peace. You don't have to say another word. You can just say, peace out to yourself inside. Because it's important going as we move forward. It's always been important, but especially now, to maintain your peace. Stay in your peace. Protect your peace. And if protecting your peace and maintaining it means you have to surrender and release some relationships and step back from some folks, do so. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're your mother, your father, your kids, your whomever. Step back and protect your peace, because when you protect your peace, you protect your power, you protect your heart. And that doesn't mean you have to be cold and callous. What it does mean is you are protecting what the Creator made. You are protecting your divine self. And you're honoring it. You're honoring your ancestors who are cheering for each and every one of you. So I just wanted to say that briefly before I get into the reading. 2022 is going to be a beautiful year. Yes, we're going to still have chaos. Yes, we're going to still have to make choices. No, it is not going to be easy, but you are powerful. You are powerful beyond measure. You can step up to the plate and say, you know what? My peace matters. And I'm going to do whatever it takes. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. And practice self-care like it is your lifeline, because it is. All right, we're getting ready to move into a new year. Let's look at it from a new perspective. Let's bring in new energy. All right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. And I'm going to start off by clearing the energy. I'm picking up my things to hold today, and I'm holding the smiling Buddha in one hand. I'm also holding Ganesh. Buddha is all about unconditional love. Ganesh is all about letting the obstacles fall away, releasing it. And I'm holding this crystal. Magical year is waiting for all of us. Angels, archangels, guardian angels, our own spiritual teams, come into this reading, surround us, guide us, protect us, and bring in all the energies and all the entities that are loving, kind, and benevolent, both from this lifetime, past lifetimes, and our future. Help us to heal. Help us to find that unconditional love inside. Help us to begin to tap into our own authentic selves. Help us to speak our truth. Help us to be compassionate. Bring in more kindness. Bring in more love, more joy, and more peace. We are going through some very interesting times. And we understand that this is to push us forward to grow. Angels, we are grateful for you standing, protecting us, and guiding us. Remember, we are human. Please be gentle with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all the beauty. Thank you, Father Sky, for watching over us. Thank you. And it is so. Ashe. All righty. Woo. A lot came through there. My hands at one point heated up. Felt like I was standing in front of a stove. Actually, this is a pre-shuffle. This is a pre-pull. These cards came out yesterday, and I found myself dealing with some glitches and just said, you know what, I'm going to save the cards just the way they came out. I'm going to present them today. So here we go. The first card out is play with the number 11. Now, the number 11 in numerology is a master number. Look it up and see what it means for you. When we take the 1 plus 1, as we do in numerology, and add them together, we get the number 2. 2 is all about harmony. Where in your life do you need more harmony? Where in your life does it look like it's so chaotic that you can't see through it? And what would harmony mean to you? What is one action step you can take toward moving toward that harmony? I'm not going to tell you to come up with a whole list of action steps, but you see the man here on this rocking horse with the drum and the flag and the heart and the duck in the corner and the sun shining brightly. And the heart actually is purple. Purple being the sign of divinity, of royalty. Ask the angelic realm for assistance and really play. Take some time. This is the last weekend, December 2021. Take some time for yourself and play. start to ask the questions around what does your life look like going forward? What would you like more of in your life? And how can you make your life just blossom? It's important to ask those questions because if we don't start to think along those terms. So it's time to switch up the perspective. Take some time to play. Take some time to get in touch with yourself. This is saying go back to that child inside. Ask that child inside, what would it like more of? Where is that child? And how's that child doing? Have a conversation with that child. Maybe take a moment and write a letter. Be creative. Tell that 5-year-old what you would like for them to know when they turn the age you are now. Okay? What kind of life did you want for them? There's a project for you. The next card is take downtime. In numerology, it is the number 3. 3, let's be creative. Where can we honor ourselves? Following the same theme of the first card, which was play. Take some downtime. What does looks like a mouse on a gerbil wheel. What do animals do? They show us how to act. They show us what to do. They show us how to show up. Here we have the peace dove. We also have a sun up here in the corner with a clock face. And it's saying take time. Take some downtime. You know, time is a construct that man came up with. Time for the angels does not exist. Time for divine beings does not exist. Maybe just carve out some time for yourself, some sacred time, or for yourself and your family, to just have some downtime, some good old-fashioned fun. Enjoy each other. If you're by yourself, enjoy yourself. You know, we get into these conversations about feeling alone and other people try to shame us because we feel good being alone and we enjoy being alone. And if you don't enjoy being alone, ask yourself why. Because here's the deal. You are born alone. You will die by yourself. I mean, you might have 1,000 people around your bed, but who's dying? Not all those thousands of people with you. You've got to get real comfortable with being with yourself, because when you can be with yourself and you can enjoy yourself by yourself, do you know what a gift that is? That is a true blessing. Most people run around, oh, I got to be in touch with this friend. I got to be in touch with that friend. Oh, I wonder what they're doing. And they never take 5 minutes to just breathe on their own. And then comes a time when, oh, there's so much discomfort in my life. There's so much stress. I'm so anxious. I'm so this. I'm so that. None of which are good feelings. Let's start focusing on what makes us feel good. And feeling good shouldn't involve hurting anyone else or hurting yourself. Feeling good should not involve making someone else feel bad, shaming, blaming, going down a list of what I've done for you. It will never balance out. With the number 3, we're being called, let's get balanced. Mind, body, spirit. Take some downtime. Reconnect with that person inside. I don't care if you've been married 50 years. You still need to reconnect with who you are. You're individuals who came into union. Reconnect with who you are and really start to see how you can take your best self forward. Because when you decide that, not only do you show up for yourself and your family and your community, but what you're doing is the ancestors are up there cheering. And they're cheering you on along with the angels to say, you got this. You got this. You go. You go, girl. You go, boy. You go. Go on with your bad self. Start to really focus on that. And oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. Thought stoppage. What does this mean? Our thoughts create our worlds. So if you spend a whole lot of time with, oh, they did me wrong, they shouldn't have done that, they said this, they said that, oh my goodness, and you get into that girlfriend conversation where it's all about the wrong of your life, you never get to see the blessings. When you start to look at, you know what, this happened, this is the lesson I learned. This happened, this is the lesson I learned. Give you an example. I was reading on, I forget, social media, and someone said, you know, I had all these plans made, and, you know, my partner was out of town. I had all these plans made, and then my partner texted and said their flight was delayed. They were going to wait and come back the next day because that was the first flight they were going to have available. And I felt abandoned. I felt terrible. I felt like if you loved me enough, you'd have got on anything to get here. Ask yourself one question when a thought comes up. Is it true? And if you keep saying, yes, it's true, that's true, yep, they always let me down. Ask yourself the next question. Is it true all the time? And start to look at times where it wasn't true, where they were there for you, where they dropped everything to come to your side, where they spent time really just sitting with you, with no agenda, where they did what you wanted to do, whether they wanted to do it or not. Think about that. What value do you put on other people? And your relationships with them? Do you put a heavy burden on others to live up to a certain status quo that they don't even know exists? Are you going through life blindly with, this is my agenda, I don't care who likes it and who doesn't, but they're going to do it my way? You're going to find yourself very, very angry at some point. And anger will lead to discomfort. Discomfort will lead to more discomfort. That discomfort will lead to stress, and that stress will lead to dis-ease. No one wants to see anyone hurting. No one wants to see anyone in pain. And I got a feeling there are people out there whose thoughts, well, let's read the conversation on the card. Are you running negative tapes in your head? You are the one in control of your thoughts. Just tell yourself when these thoughts come up, stop. Delete, 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 cancel. I've said that before here on the channel. Get out of here. No. I don't have time to entertain you today. You are the one driving the bus. That's what's on the card. Stop being a passenger. Stop being a passenger in your life. Stop being the passenger in your life. Take control and get going. Oh, my elbows are coming. Ashley. Ignore that. Journal. Instead of taking out all your crap on everybody else, instead of constantly gossiping, journal it out. Just write it all out. Write it all out. I remember when I went back to journaling once, I had a brand new... I'm laughing. I'm looking to see if I have an example of my journals. I don't have one near me. Oh, yes, I do. I had a brand new journal. It looked like this. That's how big it was. I sat down once when I first started journaling, and I was on a roar. And when I tell you, see how many pages are there? I think I had 4 or 5 pages left when I finished. And that was in one sitting. And I was like, ooh, girl, you need to go back to journaling. Because you need to get this stuff out of you. This is poison setting up in you. And, you know, it's like what Buddha says. You cannot expect, and we're going off cue. These are not the exact words, but the thought is, you cannot expect to drink poison and think it's going to affect the other person. And you're going to sit there and wait for them to react or die. That doesn't happen. You are in charge of this bus. Let's start taking control of our lives. Let's start taking control of our thoughts. Let's start taking control of our perspectives. Because a lot of time our perspective is just that, ours. Other people, most of the time, aren't on the page you're on. You might be living in the past and they're in the present, or they've gone on to think about their future. And you're still holding on to stuff that happened way, like, back there. Or you're holding on to your perspective of it. Now, that may not be actually what happened. Because remember, there are three sides to every story. Yours, the other person's, and the whole bundle. Think about that. All right? This is saying, when those thoughts come up, delete, 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 cancel. Come up with a better thought. Come up with a positive thought. Okay? I have this, this was given to me at a conference with Mike Dooley. And Mike is all about, being positive. And it says, problem on one side. I don't know if you can see that. And on the other, it says, solution. Sorry, solution. There is a solution to every problem. Find it. You don't have to stay in pain. You don't have to stay in angst. This says journal. When you need to get ideas and emotions out, write them down. Holding in thoughts and emotions causes the energy to become stagnant in the body. Let the energy out and let it flow. If you do not let it out and you do not let it flow, I've said this on the channel before, our bodies talk to us all the time. We don't know how to pay attention because we weren't taught that. We weren't taught that when our right shoulder's hurting to think about, what burdens have been put on me by male energy. Now, male energy could be female or male. People. Stop to think about, if my left side's hurting or something happens on the left side of my body, what was my perspective around that feminine attribute? Or that female who pissed me off? Or that conversation I had about a female that I don't understand? Start to get clear, because we've got to get our energetic vibrations to rise. We don't want to get caught in the chaos. We don't want to get caught in the challenges to a place where we get so stuck that our stress levels, right now our stress levels are off the damn chart. And here's the key. We individually have control. We do. Oh, my genetics, oh, my DNA. There are all kinds of ways you can look at working with your DNA, working with your genetics. Well, it was destined for me to have this because my mother had it. I'm going to leave that there and let you figure out that answer. The next card that comes up is the Lovers. This is from the Archangel Michael deck, and the Archangel Tarot deck, and this is Archangel Raphael. Make choices from your heart. Daily, make choices from your heart. Because when we respond from our heart, we respond with love. Yesterday, I was watching one of my favorite people, one of my teachers, Greg Braden, and he was talking about the consciousness of the little heart, that we have 40,000 neurons in our heart that are considered another brain. And we logically think with our brains, but we feel with our hearts. And that little brain in there is what is really keeping us connected with who we are. I'll give you an example. When you're feeling pain, you might try to think it out and to try to rationalize it, but where do you feel it? You feel it in your heart. When you see the ancients, or you see indigenous Americans, or you see shamans or you see some healers and they put their hand to their hearts. They're connecting with their divinity, their divine self. When I've done invocations and you see me put my hand on my heart, it isn't for show. I'm connecting. Where are you connecting? Where are you looking for peace? Queen of Gabriel is here. Gabriel is all about victory, all about us speaking up and being kind. And this says passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. This queen on this throne, with her pets all around her and her beautiful long flowing hair, she has her armor right there. This year coming up, I'm going to be talking a lot about being a warrior, because that's what's required, a warrior spirit. And on this card, the message is you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. Attract helpful people. Attracting may mean you have to get rid of some of the people that you have on your team right now. They may not be coming with you. Where you're going may be an entirely different place than where you have been. If you're alive right now, that means the divine God, your creator, not finished with you. And some of those relationships need not to be as important as they have been in the past. And they might be your best friend. They might be your significant other. They might be your mama, father, sister, brother, child. But when you start to see that there's some breaking away, some shift of energy that has been consistently going on, that is not in alignment with you, it is time, and the universe is sending you a sign to say, cut it off, break it off. This is the time to do it. So I come to you now to say, let's get real clear about what we're doing to ourselves. The next card up is the Ace of Ariel. Ariel is all about, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, and support are coming. A change in life and in promotion. So we can be promoted in our lives, we can be promoted in our jobs, we can be promoted in our families or in our communities. But here's the first thing we got to do. Go back to this Lover's card. How much are you loving yourself? Who's on here? Archangel Raphael. Who is Archangel Raphael? The divine physician. Call on Raphael to heal the trauma, the heartache, any kind of resentment, frustration, disappointment, fear, anger, any lower vibrational energy. You might call it negative energy. But anything that is getting between you and your peace, anything getting between you and your harmony, anything getting between you and your voice, showing up authentically, anything stopping you from being compassionate and kind, it's time to cut it away. Let it go. Next card, Epiphany. You can't make this stuff up. Archangel Raphael, the number 9. 9, all about a completion, a karmic completion. Now, if you've been having any kind of stuff going on in a relationship over the last few months, few years, let's take it back 10 years, a decade, and you've broken up, made up, broken up, made up, broken up, made up, took time off, came back. Asked to be shown very clearly what this relationship is about if you don't know yet. Asked to be shown, is this one of these people who's going forward with me? Now, yeah, we all like to have our social groups. We all like to get together and have fun and, oh, look at all the people who really love me and want to surround me. But sometimes everyone isn't on the same page. Sometimes everyone isn't going with you to go forward. They might have been in your life 10 months, 10 years, 20 years. But that doesn't mean they're going where you're going. You are destined. If you're here right now and you're listening to my voice because you're on this channel, believe me, you are destined for greatness. And it is time for you to stop hopping all over the place, spending your energy telling your friends everything that was revealed to you. And I know I'm going to be a prophet, or I know I'm going to go do this, or I know I'm going to go do that. And here's the reason why. That energy you're giving out could help advance you. That energy that you're spending going here and there is you letting your power go. It is time for you to take that power back. Because you cannot function well from an empty cup. You can't. That is just impossible. And if you do start to take your energy back, if you do start to honor your divinity, if you do start to really step into your power, and that can be scary, ask for guidance, ask for support, ask for help. If you can do those things, guess what's coming? The Chariot. Your life is about to take off in ways you have no idea. You might have asked for what you thought is a big dream. Your Creator has a bigger one. And the angel on this card is Metatron. The number is 7. 7 is all about the rewards, the successes, the manifestations in our life. Okay? There are 2 beautiful horses here. Actually, they're not horses. They're unicorns. Yes, you are a unicorn. You know why? You're unique. You're different. And celebrate that. But other people are like, oh, girl, you need to change because... And if none of that rings true for you, yeah, you need to change. Change relationships, change friends, change whatever. And I'm sorry if I constantly use females because that's where my mind goes. I do have guy friends, but they don't seem to function the same way. Anyway, I'm not going to get off topic. Look where you're going. Some people aren't coming with you. And as sad as that may be, you have a bigger role to play than you can imagine. But that role is not going to be available to you until you make yourself available, until you let this other stuff go. Because as long as you're holding on to lower vibrational energy, the positive, wonderful stuff waiting ahead cannot come in. It just cannot come in. And you may say, well, Carolyn, I lost my job. Everything looks down. I just don't see a way out. That's when you stop. Downtime. And you get clear on what? Your thoughts. What are you allowing in? What are you allowing in? And you know how to say stop, delete, cancel. I am. Those are the 2 most powerful words, most important words that you can ever speak. That connects you directly to the divine. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I have. I embrace. Whatever you put behind the I, powerful. Use a powerful word. We have got to stop living small. We really do. Because when we decide to step it up, here's what's coming. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Earth. We have 6 cups in the air with the rainbow, and you see the family standing there. You see 4 on the ground, 1 cup for each of them. We have Archangel Raphael, all about beauty, standing in your beauty, remembering you are beautiful. We have the number 21. 2 plus 1, 3. We had 3 earlier on this card, downtime. Where do you see beauty in your life? Define what beauty is. Define what a beautiful life would look like. Define where you're going to cut the cords to what no longer serves you. You're going to let it go. So you can enjoy this rainbow in the sky. Now you have to be willing to let it go. Not with, I'm going to let it go for now. No, let it go. Here's why. If you let it go, if it's meant for you, it will come back. Sometimes we have to step away from relationships and allow ourselves to heal and grow. Because if you come back to that other person, you may find that you're not in alignment. I'll give you an example from my personal life. Friends who live out here and I've known since, whoa, it's been over 50 years of knowing them. They've lived in LA forever and ever and a day. We talked on and off over the years, some years closer than others, because we are living all over the world and living our own dreams. I realized we'd outgrown each other. They're still back on college campus and staying in touch with all those people, which is wonderful and great if that's what you want in your life. But to stay in that energy and never expand outward, to stay in that energy of what happened 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. So I was told someone's husband died. I know what that feeling's like. I've been a widow now for 17 years. And I reached out to this person and said, you know, I'm so sorry to hear of your loss. Mind you, I haven't seen them in since my wedding day, 1975. And I got, why are you reaching out to me? Don't you remember what happened the last time we got together and we talked and and I'm thinking to myself, girl, the last time I saw you was at my wedding where you were asking, did anyone not show up and could you take their place? And you weren't even an invited guest. And then got mad when I said no. Like, who does that? I just exchanged vows with my husband. I sang You and I by Stevie Wonder. And you are coming to me with this nonsense? And then gonna get mad and cause drama to the point where you have to be taken away? What? And had another little body there with you who had come to me at one point and said to me, well, CAROLYN, I think Kirk was my husband's name, and I are better suited. We met in college. And I think you should walk away and leave him alone because I think he would fit better in my world. And she went down a list of why he would fit. And she kept looking at me because I wasn't reacting the way she thought he was. And I said, okay, the way I should anyway, to her. And I said to her, I said, well, you know, I wish you good luck with that. And she said, what do you mean? You know, I'm asking you to step away from Kirk, so you're going to step away? I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do me. I am going to share this with Kirk. But here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to make myself into someone I'm not. He wants to go, bye. Because, dear, I also have the option of walking away. 4 years later on my wedding day, she came to apologize because she realized she'd made a mistake. So what I'm saying to you here is, be careful what you carry with you. Be careful of the emotions you take with you. If you're finding yourself with chronic illness, if you're finding yourself having the same repeat of cycles in your life with different people, if you find yourself feeling down on yourself and you're like, why am I being down on myself? Oh, because so-and-so said such and such and such and such and such. Who the hell are they? What did that card say? Thought stoppage. You're driving the bus. Take control. Come on now. Come on. Here's why. Here's why, because this is what is going to happen. If you don't, you are unlikely, and I'm glad this card came out, you are unlikely to have the abundance. Here goes my phone saying, yep, you're right, Carolyn. You're unlikely to have the abundance you're looking for. You're unlikely to have the prosperity you're looking for. You're unlikely to have harmony, joy, peace, satisfaction of life. You are unlikely to have that. Why? Because you're holding on to something that needs to be released. Release it. Let it go. Let them go. They have their own stuff. They have their own journey. They have their own karma. And you're not the one that's going to dish it out to them. Let them go. And then she stood there with tears rolling. Carolyn, I'm so sorry. I should have never done that to you. I see how wonderful y'all are together, and y'all were truly meant to be. And I said, thank you. I'm thinking to myself, and you're here. Why? Yeah, we had it at our chapel at our college, but y'all weren't invited. That was the ceremony. You were there to see what's this about? And that's just me and other women. Please, I am not fighting over no daggone man. That ain't gonna happen in this lifetime. He wanna walk by. And I've been like that all my damn life. I guess that was instilled in me from a past life situation. But here's the deal. If you are paying attention to the universe, forget about paying attention to me. Pay attention to the universe. If things are continuing to show up that don't make you feel good, that's the universe saying let it go. Let it go. Let it be resolved. Let it go in love. Say, I surrender. I surrender. I let go. Thank you, universe, for showing that to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that challenge that I can now turn into an opportunity to grow. Because now that I can see the light, because that's what this is all about. You know, we just had solstice. And solstice is all about seeing the light. I don't care if it's winter or summer. It's about seeing the light. Where is the light missing in your life? Because wherever that light is missing, I guarantee you, it's because you have not been paying attention. Want a better job? Want a better relationship? Want better health? Want better finances? Start paying attention to what you need to release and let go of. Because here's what's coming for you. When you release and let go of it, I tell you can't make this stuff up. This draw was down here before we even got started. I did not look at these cards. Yesterday, I just knew I didn't have the energy. I put a cloth over them. I said, all right, tomorrow I will do the reading. But here's what's going to happen, dears. Sweethearts, come on, I'm trying to bring you forward. I know you might be kicking and screaming and you might say, oh, no, it's too much. Promise it's not. Call on the angels. Call on your guardian angels. You don't have to know their names. You don't even have to know who they are. Call on the ancestors. I don't care if you never met them. They could be from 10 generations ago. Here's the deal. If you call on for support and you give the opportunity to move forward, because here's the deal with the angels. They're not going to obstruct your free will. If you don't call on them and give them permission to act in your life, and you can call on them, say, get the team. What do we say on this channel? Get the flock, angels, get the flock in here. When you allow that flock to come into your life and start working and moving things around, and you give up all expectation and of the outcome, that's the other key. Guess what's waiting for you? Big, happy changes. Collective, community, all my subscribers, all those watching. Let's welcome in some big, happy changes into our own being, into our lives, into our communities, into our hearts. The angels are telling us it is time. It is time to do something different. It is time to let go of all those things that no longer work. It is time to stop complaining and get on board. It really is. You have Archangel Raphael, the divine physician, ready to help. You have Gabriel ready to blow his horn and celebrate you and tell you all about the victory to come. You have Raziel who's saying, come on, let's show up, let's get going. I can bring you joy and bring you light, but you got to be willing to do some of this work. You've got Archangel Ariel who's saying, you want abundance? Clear that other crap out of your life and let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. Ariel, who's in charge of the planet. You mean to tell me these angels can't do something powerful in your life? Then why the hell are you on this damn channel? Now don't go all clicking to unsubscribe at the same time. I just want everyone to be at peace. I want everyone to feel more harmony. I want everyone to feel more love. And I want everyone to get ready for the big happy changes that are coming to your life if you take the steps today to put it in motion. All right, that's the reading for today. Sorry, this one's a little bit longer. I want to wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful holiday season, no matter what you celebrate or acknowledge. Happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, Happy Joyous, what is it? Hanukkah, and happy, 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 joyous, big happy changes, New Year. All right? Thanks for coming by. And don't forget, give me a thumbs up and share this with someone who may need a powerful message. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is not the end. This is the very beginning of something absolutely wonderful, something amazing, something, I keep hearing the word awesome, something bigger than we've all ever dreamed. Those of us who are doing our work, those of us who are doing our inner stuff. Trust in the process. You're being led to a place that is going to be so amazing and glorious. You've heard, don't block the blessings. I'm going to say, release and unblock yourself. I love you all. May 2022, wow, be filled with many, 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 many big happy changes. Thank you for being on, and take care.